Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to this presentation. It's great to see you all. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ghina Amalia Salsabil. I'm a student of Science Education Study Program, Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science, Universitas Negeri Semarang. In this opportunity, I'm going to present my essay. The title is The Effectiveness of Visual, Auditory, and Kinesthetic Learning Models Assisted by 2D Animated Film to Improve Understanding of Motion System Material. The purpose of this study was to determine the effectiveness of 2D animated film media and the application of vehicle learning models to improve understanding of the concept of science in motion system material. First, I will explain you about the definition of science. Science is a theory that deals with one's effort knowing the universe logically, which contains truth, perception, methods, and discovery procedures. The motion system has a concept that is quite complicated and it needs a picture that looks clear. The learning style processed by each student in a diverse class. Therefore, the proficiency of students in understanding and studying a different material. And then a teacher must be proficient in applying the most appropriate the learning model and learning media, so it can reach all learning style that students have. The use of learning model will affect the form of learning media to be used. The media used as a teaching aid can affect student interest and motivation in the learning process. Currently, instructional media has an important role in realizing the effectiveness of the teaching process in the classroom. In determining the media to be used, it is necessary to have the right selection so that the media is in accordance with the needs and is effectively used. Audiovisual-based media is able to provide students with a clear picture of related learning materials. Based on this research problem, the solution that can be done is the use of vehicle learning models assisted by 2D animated film in the learning process. Based on the literature review that I did, it was found that in research conducted by Rini 2020, found that the use of the vehicle model in students was not effective for fostering critical thinking attitudes. And in research was conducted by Setiawan 2019, it showed that the vehicle model was effectively used for student activeness. This literature review aims to add information and strengthen the essay that I made. The next is method. The analysis work was carried out by investigating the articles on Google Scholar related to the effectiveness of 2D animated film with the application of VAK or Visual, Auditory, and Kinesthetic Learning Model in increasing student understanding of the motion system material. The next is finding. The research conducted this time was different from the research previously mentioned. This study, the focus point was the discussion on how to improve student understanding of the science concept, especially in the motion system material. Various students have discussed about effectiveness of using the vehicle learning model, including the research conducted by Suryadin et al. In 2017. The results show that when using the vehicle learning model, influences students' motivation to learning science. In the motion system material, a clear picture is needed in conveying the material. Then, 2D animation film is used to help explain the motion system material. So, why does vehicle learning and 2D animated film videos are effective for improving understanding of motion system material? First, students have difficulty understanding the motion system due to a lack of attention to the object being studied. This attention leads to increased understanding, concentration power, and student achievement. One of the effects of student abilities in understanding the material is the use of appropriate learning style, according to their abilities. Effective learning is what connects students are the core of learning activities. With differences in learning style, the effort made to make the learning process effective so that all students can understand the material presented. Learning styles are divided into three types, which refer to the individual ability to absorb, process, and provide information. First, students who use learning style by looking at objects, whether through videos, pictures, or diagrams, use a visual learning style. And second, for students who easily understanding information by hearing or conveying it orally, the learning style used is auditory. The last one is while students who can understand the material well by doing physical activities, either by moving, feeling, or touching, then they use the learning style kinesthetic. Actually, students have all three learning styles, but only one learning style dominating in him. According to Sugianto 28, VAK learning is a new solution in dealing with the diverse learning style of students. The use of learning model will affect the form of learning media to be used. The use of 2D animated film as a learning media is a new alternative in delivering material by teachers who do not seem monotonous. 2D animation film is a real depiction in the form of digital animation. The conclusion of this essay is the description above conveys the benefits of using 2D animated film media and vehicle learning models. With the increase in student understanding of the motion system material, the use of vehicle model and 2D animated film media can fulfill the dreamed learning objectives. But the weakness of the vehicle model is that it's not easy for a person to combine the three learning styles and can only understand the material using the dominating method. With the use of 2D animated film, students will listen to the material well and be able to increase understanding. The last one is reference. Here is the article reference that I use. Thank you for listening my presentation. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.